make all the Goshalas and temples connected, which is very important. And finally, a big thank to all of you who are congregation members and are thinking, what is it in this for me? How can I protect Mother Cow? I live in an apartment. Where can I protect the cow? So you'll find a lot of answers. So in these 2 days together, I want you to think. If anything does not look right, write to me personally, and I'll reply. And if you don't, I'll put someone on after you to tell me what was not right in this conference. I want you to think, which is the area which is most important for me, and capture it. And you see there are many good points which are one next to the other. They are parallel. You have to choose one. But all the others will be online. You can watch them. Okay? So on that note, I want to give a very warm welcome, especially, and thank from the deep of our heart to Kalanath Chaitanya Prabhu, who has sponsored the whole conference. Is he here? Where is he? Kalanath Chaitanya, a huge Haribol for you. Go Nandi! Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai.
Thank you, Prabhu. May I now request His Holiness Guru Prasad Swami Maharaj to please share a few words. Maharaj is a senior disciple of Srila Prabhupada and a prominent GBC chairman. Born in the USA, he joined the movement after leaving a career in science and military service, serving extensively in Latin America since 1976 and receiving sannyas later. As one of the most outstanding preaching leaders of Latin America, his spiritual brothers distinguish in him spiritual leadership qualities such as humility, compassion, and erudition clearly put in the service of Srila Prabhupada, which have accompanied him through his impeccable trajectory in Krishna consciousness. Maharaj, may we request you to please share a few words.
Om Jnanatimirandasya Ganam Jana Sharakaya Chakshur Militam Yena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha. So, today we are speaking of how the cow, protecting the cow, serving the cow, is one of our prime duties. Jai Shira, Shri Jagannath Baladev Subhadra Devi Ki, Sisi Gornitai Ki Jai. So, in every family, the mother is the unifying person in a family. There's a father, there's brothers, but the mother is the one person who cares for everyone, cares for the children, serves the husband. So in society, the mother, the most important mother, is the cow, because she's the universal mother. We all have a mother, and our mother is very sacred, but to someone else, it's just some other lady. So, but the cow, any cow you see anywhere, she is mother. So this is a very special position because she's so dear to Krishna. So Srila Prabhupada, especially speaking many times on the verse, Namo Brahmanya Devaya Gro Brahmanya Hitaya Cha, Prabhupada would emphasize, so first the cow is mentioned. The Brahman and the cow, these two things, the worshipping Brahminical civilization and worshipping the cow, are what will bring prosperity to society. People think prosperity means making more money. But Srila Prabhupada said that prosperity depends on three things: land, cows, and grains. You can have all the digital money you want, but if you don't have land, cows, and grains, you will starve. As Srila Prabhupada said, you cannot eat nuts and bolts. So you can't eat digital money or paper. Then we took the banana. So Srila Prabhupada of the cow, anyone, in any, doesn't matter whether they're devotees or not devotees. The cow is so important that every Hindu, every Jain, they all respect the cow. They may be Vaishnavas, they may be Shaivites, they may be anything, but they're all such an important position that the cow has. So it is our duty as devotees of Krishna, as a society, to give this example. Here we have a Goshala, and the purpose of these Goshalas is to show how wonderfully the cow should be cared for, how she should be worshipped, how she should be respected in every way. This is a duty that we have, because unfortunately, due to social media propaganda, people lose their traditional values. And so Srila Prabhupada is reviving those values. Even to begin reviving them, he had to go to the West. People were so influenced. Presence our affection. And let us all take it.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Maharaj, for those words of wisdom. May I now request His Holiness Krishna-conscious Swami Maharaj to say a few words. His Holiness Krishna-conscious Swami Maharaj to say a few words. Maharaj is a disciple of Srila Prabhupada and joined the movement in 1972. From 1973 to 1975, he distributed Srila Prabhupada's books and served as a pujari in Amsterdam and then in Germany. Between 1977 and 1979, he traveled and preached throughout Eastern Europe. From 1982 to 85, he oversaw Lord Narasimha worship in Germany, ISKCON's manual for temple worship. He also served ISKCON's GBC as the Ministry of Deity Worship until 2005. As during several previous years, and now continuing after his taking formal sannyas vows in Janmashtami of 2014, Krishna-conscious Swami Maharaj travels extensively for teaching, counseling, and to support spiritual communities in the Vaishnava devotional tradition. Thank you so much for joining us, Maharaj. Over to you.
Hare Krishna. Nama Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Pristaya Bhutale Shrimate Bhakti Vedaschatya Deshatarine Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya Evacha Patitanam Bhavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. First, I should say that he was participating in his movement, his independence movement, political movement, so much so that he refused his diploma from the university, from Scottish Church's College. That's quite something. Some of you may be going to college, to university. Imagine at the end of 3 or 4 years of study, when they offer you your diploma, you say, no, I won't take it. I am protesting. That's what Srila Prabhupada did. That's how strongly he felt, how strongly he was inspired by Gandhiji. And Gandhiji, as probably you know better than I, was very much a champion of cow protection. He established over the years 4 different ashrams, 2 in South Africa, and then 2 here in the Ahmedabad area. The last one, Sabarmati ashram, where he stayed altogether, I think, only about 3 years. But I believe that Srila Prabhupada was very much inspired by this message that Gandhi was giving. Now that's, you could say, from a mundane perspective. We can say that from a transcendental perspective, Srila Prabhupada is coming from the spiritual world, and he is bringing the truth of Krishna consciousness with him. Yes, that is also true. Both things are true. Now, I'm coming from the West, the Wild West, from the United States of America, and Prabhupada really began to speak about cow protection. The opportunity came when a farm was located in the state of West Virginia, and that farm was purchased, and Srila Prabhupada named it New Vrindavan, and his specific purpose was to establish this cow protection and farming, the combination in the modern world, in the urban world. Now also, it found interesting is that in our Gaudiya Vaishnava tradition, before Srila Prabhupada, you actually do not find so much speaking or writing on this topic. Why is that? One reason may be because it is taken for granted in the Gaudiya Mat of Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur and part of life. He was calling for the world as the beginning of human civilization. He said human civilization only starts, it only begins where there is cow protection. So he was not thinking of only India, he was thinking of the world. So I think it's very significant that he began this with almost 400 cows, a wonderful project called New Vrajadam, where the Goshala looks more like a temple than it looks like a Goshala, because the Goshala of Lord Krishna. So,
और वो है भगवद गीता, और वो है भगवद गीता और श्रीमद् भागवत. भगवद गीता तो महाभारत के अंग है ना. कृषि गोरक्ष वाणिज्यम वैश्य कर्म स्वभावजम, ये श्लोक है गीता में. कृषि प्रवृत्ति और गोरक्षा, यही मानव समाज में एक आवश्यक है. जो भगवान स्वयं यह स्वयं पद्मनाभस्य मुख पद्माद विनिसृता, गीता साक्षात ईश्वर का उपदेश है मानव समाज के लिए. I think this, can I use this? The battery कम हो रहा है लगते हैं. तो ईश्वर का उपदेश है. लोग सोचते हैं कि ईश्वर नहीं है, अनीश्वरवादी. थोड़ी देर पहले महाराज भी बोला जैन लोग भी गौ सेवा कर रहे हैं. सही बात है, लेकिन जैन विचार है ईश्वर नहीं है. बुद्ध अनुयायी बोलते हैं ईश्वर नहीं है. उन दोनों को हम शून्यवादी कहते हैं, क्योंकि वो लोगों का सिद्धांत है कि परम सत्य शून्य है और हमारा आत्मा का विनाश करने से उस शून्य में प्रवेश होगा. तो वैष्णव सिद्धांत उससे अलग है. वैष्णव सिद्धांत है हमारे सामने ईश्वर है जगन्नाथ, पूरा विश्व के ईश्वर है जगन्नाथ विश्वनाथ. तो उन भगवान ने 5000 साल पहले जब प्रकट हुई.
Profession and is based in Singapore.
That's the wrong Devakinandan. Who provided that?
My bad. Sorry, please.
No, it's not your fault.
Okay, everyone knows me, don't worry. I can speak.
May I just complete your introduction, please? By the order of his spiritual master and since his departure from this material world.
No, it's wrong. Leave it.
I request, Basu Ghosh, can you introduce Devakinandan?
देवकीनंदन प्रभु ISKCON भारत का एक क्षत्रिय सचिव और ब्यूरो के सदस्य और विश्व धनार्जन के GBC मंत्री भी है और उन्होंने उनके सबसे बड़े काम कानपुर में इतना विशाल मंदिर बनाया और अद्भुत मंदिर और अभी 500 करोड़ रुपया का मंदिर का निर्माण क्या नाम है थलासर क्षमा करें बुद्धा हो गया महाराष्ट्र और गुजरात के सीमा क्षेत्र महाराष्ट्र के बाजू महाराष्ट्र के तरफ थलासरी जहाँ वेल्सपन उद्योगपति गोयंका जी ने कितना एकड़ भूमि दिया 67 एकड़ भूमि प्रदान किया 500 करोड़ रुपया मंदिर का निर्माण करने जा रहे हैं देवकीनंदन प्रभु जयो जयो जय संस्कृत भाषा जयो जयो जय
It's too much, little bit. So, Maharaj, please forgive me. I will speak in Hindi. Because two of you spoke in English, at least two will speak in Hindi, then again English. Hare Krishna. Basu Ghosh, can you give the mic? This is sitting wrong. Gurave Gaurachandraya Radhikaya Tadalaya Krishnaya Krishna Bhaktaya Tad Bhaktaya Namo Namaha Namam Vishnu Padaya Krishna Pristhaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swamin Iti Namine Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharane Nirvishesha Sunyavadi Paschadestarane Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवा सादि गौर भक्तवृंद जिसके पास हाथ है हाथ उठा लो एक बार हद की जय गौ माता की जय। भारत में जो हमारी संस्कृति है तो पुनः वापिस आ जाते हैं किसका उस संस्कृति को अपनाने का और हम देख रहे हैं कि प्रभुपाद जी की कृपा से किस प्रकार से आज पुनः उस वैदिक संस्कृति का गाय की दूध देती है। गाय का सेवा हम इसलिए करें क्योंकि हमारे धर्म है वो हमारी माता है। माता का अर्थ क्या होता है? ये दो शब्द से बना हुआ है। माता माँ मतलब सर्वधर्मान परित्यज्य माम एकम शरणम व्रज अहम त्वाम सर्पाभेभो मुक्षेष्यामि माँ शुचः। तो माँ मतलब जहां न हो और ता मतलब ताप कल्याण करने के लिए माता का जो अर्थ है हिताय उसके लिए भगवान क्या बात बताए हैं? दो चीज हम लोग करना पड़ेगा। एक है वैदिक संस्कृति का रक्षा और दूसरा है गौ माता का रक्षा सेवा। नमो ब्रह्मण देवाय। ब्रह्मण मतलब वैदिक संस्कृति। वैदिक संस्कृति भगवान देवता हैं। वैदिक संस्कृति के द्वारा भगवान की पूजा हो जाती है। नमो ब्रह्मण देवाय गो ब्रह्म हिताय च। वैदिक संस्कृति और ये गाय ये दो जो हैं वो हमारा कल्याण कर सकते हैं। श्रील प्रभुपाद जी कहते हैं कि सबसे सुखी व्यक्ति वह है जिसके पास दो गाय है और 2 एकड़ जमीन। एक बार 6 एकड़ जमीन एक बार 1 एकड़ जमीन बोले वो व्यक्ति सबसे सुखी है। तो गाय के लिए क्या चाहिए? जमीन चाहिए। ये बात बतलाए, दिखलाए। एक बार प्रभुपाद जी कलकत्ता में थे, उन्हें अमेरिका जाना था। तो एक सीताराम डागा प्रभुपाद जी के फ्रेंड हुआ करते कलकत्ता में, अब बेचारे नहीं रहे। तो एक बार बम्बे आए थे, हम तो बता रहे थे कि प्रभुपाद जी को उन्होंने आमंत्रित किया था प्रसाद के लिए, और वहां पर टेबल चेयर लगा दिए थे। फर्स्ट क्लास सिल्वर का प्लेट था, चम्मच था, फोक था। प्रभुपाद जी बैठे खाने के लिए, और प्रभुपाद जी हाथ से खाने लगे। जब हाथ से खाने लगे तो सीताराम डागा जी कहते हैं, स्वामी जी आप अमेरिका जा रहे हो, वहां पर हम लोग भी हाथ से ही खाते हैं।
I think this should be our target, isn't it, Kalakantha Prabhu? That we will be the leading institution to show the whole world how to protect cows and how to grow foodstuffs, vegetables for sustenance. As Kali Yuga progresses, it is very much needed to have this kind of program. So we'd like to thank all the participants and especially the ISKCON Cow Ministry Protection and Agriculture Program. Srila Prabhupada ki Nitai Ghosh Itana Premanande.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much, Maharaj. We have 3 more speakers, and now we will request His Grace Shyamsundara Prabhu, who is the head of our certification and inspection team, ISKCON Ministry for Cow Protection and Agriculture, also expert in herd improvement and oxen development. He has served as the in charge of Goshala in Bhaktivedanta manner for many, many years. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. It is a great honor to be amongst such esteemed leaders and Goshala people. And I was reflecting earlier on that Krishna is in your group. He chose you to be his place on earth. He was a cowherd man. The things that you face, Krishna also faced. It's interesting because a cow is not an animal, at least according to the Srimad Bhagavatam. Whenever it's listed, it's with the divine, with the celestials. You find cows associated with the Brahmanas, the demigods, the Vedas. So when we're with the cows, we are with celestial beings. And when we stop and reflect on that, we find great happiness from it. Today I was witnessing the Goshala here, and the visitors were coming and they were purchasing or giving a donation for a big bundle of grass, and they were going to feed the cows, and the cows were so happy and the people were so happy. It was just a beautiful reciprocation of the cow and humans. Srila Prabhupada left us not only to influence the whole world. The Bhagavatam is inspiring us to show the world how important cow protection is. Every cow is important. Every cow is sacred. But I think us as members of ISKCON, we have to show that cows are bountiful. We know how bountiful they are in terms of there being benevolence of donations. But we also have to show how cow protection produces plentiful milk. For example, just a little taunter here. The average milk yield for an Indian cow is about 2,000 liters per lactation. But the Bhagavatam talks about the cows, their udders were so swollen with milk that it was pouring on the ground. So somehow or other we have to get our cows that their udders are pouring with milk on the ground. So we can get 3,000 liters per cow. There are many mystical things about cows that the average person does not know. Maharaj mentioned about spontaneous milking cows. It's very common. Every single Goshala in the West has a cow that just spontaneously gives milk. Not only that, they give milk for many, many years without impregnation. We have a cow in Italy that has given 50,000 liters of milk. So cows have this benevolence. So we in ISKCON have this legacy that we could manifest these aspects of miraculousness from the cows. Not only can they give extended lactations, but they can also give spontaneous milk. So not only should we hug the cows and love the cows, but we also have to show how cows are actually productive. Our cows should be so productive that the government of India wants to see what we're doing so they can share the information with other people. Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much, Shyamsundara Prabhu. Now we have His Grace Sanaka Sanatana Prabhu, who is co-minister IMCPA and North Indian Divisional Council representative, also IBSC member. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. I'm blessed to be here. I wanted to basically give three big thanks. First of all, a person who's not anymore with us, His Grace Devakinandan Prabhu. Hari Bol. And the Goni Thai deities here on the altar, most probably was the first date, and they were in the temple in Saket. And also from the very early days, this farm was already here. And Padayatra started in Gujarat, in Dwarka in 1984. 42 years on the road, still running. And it started with bulls from Gujarat. And the bullock cart was basically a camel cart, a flatbed four-wheel camel cart. So I used to come to fetch bulls for Padayatra. The first time I came to this farm must have been in 92, and there was not much going on here. And I came again and again when I was buying bulls. I was loading them from the local transport off in this farm and then find another truck and ship them somewhere was Padayatra. But then when we came again 3 years back, Kalakantha Prabhu mentioned that already. There was not much going on here. Lots of cows was there already, but it was very undeveloped. So I want to really give a very great thanks to Kalanath Chaitanya Prabhu. I'm not sure if he's there still anymore. He has left. But he literally built a path. Besides that, the temple is here, and the original is all year long you would get lemons here. That's it. Kalakantha Prabhu, because I think I became from me this. As a result, all of you are here. Every Goshala has been visited. Everyone has been clubbed into. And I see a very great future coming up if you all work together unitedly. Jai His Grace Kalakantha Prabhu ki Jai.
Thank you, Prabhu, for giving me a head start. Our next speaker is His Grace Kalakantha Prabhu. As GBC Minister, Prabhuji focused on implementing Srila Prabhupada's vision of spiritual sustainable farming, where cows are protected for life. Born in Brazil to a family of farmers, he has a degree in agriculture and has visited or worked at most ISKCON farm communities. He organizes the Feed the Earth course series. Folks, cows live for 20 to 25 years, so ISKCON farms must provide for them long after they stop producing milk, often collaborating with initiatives like gofundcows.org. Over to you, Prabhu.
हरे कृष्णा। मैं दो चीज़ बोलना भूल गया क्योंकि समय देखते देखते। एक बात था जब सनातन प्रभु ने कहा सही में भारतवर्ष में गौशाला का था, लेकिन जब से कलाकांत प्रभु आए, ये बड़े सिंसियर डिवोटी हैं। अब तक से मैं केवल गाय के विषय में सुना।
Leaders, sannyasis, because before this ministry was called the cow ministry. There was no agriculture to it. So I said, let me first organize our cow protection universe. And once that's in place, then we bring agriculture. Even though I tell you, the first thing I'll do if I'm starting a farm, I start with agriculture. When I have enough people, enough energy, enough synergy, then I invite the deity, the mother cow, to reside in that place. And by receiving, Prabhupada once was asked by Varshana Swami in New Vrindavan, Srila Prabhupada, what is cow protection? He said, cow protection means accepting the gifts of mother cow and protecting her for life. This was his sutra. So if we are able to make sure that the cow protection is going on very perfectly, then everything will succeed. The whole mission depends on the Brahminical culture, which depends on cow protection. So your participation here is not a simple department of ISKCON, a decoration. It's a key mission of our institution. And what we're trying to show in these other 2 days, there's so many aspects from one of the 4. And the others you watch online later. Okay? So I'd like to extend my deep gratitude to Kalanath Chaitanya Prabhu who made this possible, and all of the organizers of Assam. It's almost like spending half a year every day traveling. So it's a big endeavor, and we have Gaura Premanandi, Hari Hari Bo.
Hare Krishna. I would like to thank especially His Grace Kalakantha Prabhu for inspiring and encouraging all the IMCP India team. So we have been working last, I think, 6 months to make this conference successful. And Kalakantha Prabhu was in call with us. Almost we had 100 meetings to make this conference successful. Thank you so much, Hare Krishna Prabhu. So His Grace Kalanath Chaitanya Prabhu would like to say something. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. So there is a accommodation properly to each and everyone. तो हिंदी तो कुछ एकोमोडेशन में कमी थोड़ा हुआ है, थोड़ा कहीं होटल्स में रुकना पड़ा है, यहाँ पे इतना सुविधा थोड़ा नहीं है। तो हम प्रयास करेंगे कि अगली बार हमारा जो व्यवस्था हो और अच्छा हो, है ना। तो सबसे पहले शर्तें हैं सभी हमारे ISKCON के जो लीडर्स हैं जो यहाँ पे बैठे हैं, जो अनेक प्रोजेक्ट्स है, दे हैव सो मेनी, लेकिन हम बहुत एक्शन दैट आवर लीडर्स ऑफ द सोसाइटी आर गिविंग सो मच इम्पोर्टेंस. थैंक यू वेरी मच ऑल ऑफ यू फॉर गिविंग योर प्रीशियस टाइम. एंड आप यहाँ पे आए तो दूसरा हम धन्यवाद व्यक्त करेंगे. आज हमारे अहमदाबाद के अंदर ये जो प्रोजेक्ट है वो दिस प्रोजेक्ट इज़ नॉट ऑफ हिज ग्रेस जसोमती नंदन प्रभु. तो प्रभु जी ने बहुत यहाँ पे अपना माफिया एंड गुंडास एंड दे आर सो बिग फाइट इन 1998 to save this land, to save the cow. There was a history, and there are many court cases, and Jasomati Nandan fought that all court cases. And 2018 we got ultimately the settlement. We have this 70-acre land with beautiful Gosala and 400 cows. So this is all mercy of His Grace Jasomati Nandan Prabhu, who rigor 4 years to preserve this land and for this Gosala. So we are simply सेवा के सामने कुछ नहीं है. प्रभु जी को हम अर्पण करते हैं. जो यहाँ पे मंदिर है, गौशाला है, अन्न क्षेत्र जो भी हमारा है. और आप सभी से यही प्रार्थना करते हैं कि आप सब गोपालक है. भगवान श्री कृष्ण को गाय जितनी प्रिय है उतनी ही गोपालक प्रिय हैं, है ना. जितना समय गाय के साथ बिताते जीवन भर भगवान कृष्ण की और गायों के में यही प्रार्थना है. थैंक यू वेरी मच. हरे कृष्ण.